Today, we are going to talk about one of the most anticipated events in European monarchy this year. In just 1 month, on the 3rd of October, 2025, we will witness a historic event that happens only once in a generation: the transfer of the throne from the 70-year-old monarch to his son, Guillaume. And today, I will tell you all the details of this grand occasion and the incredible plans of the royal couple after the abdication. But let us take it step by step. Autumn Luxembourg in the first days of October will turn into the center of Europe's monarchical traditions. The streets will be decorated with national flags, diplomatic missions from all over the world will arrive in the tiny state, and ordinary people will take their places along the streets from early morning, hoping to see with their own eyes the moment when the Nassau dynasty begins a new chapter in its 800-year history. What lies behind this decision? What secrets does the royal family keep? And what will the couple who ruled one of the richest countries in Europe for a quarter of a century do next? After 25 years on the throne, Henri has made a decision that many monarchs consider a sign of wisdom: to voluntarily give way to the younger generation. By the time he turns 70, he leaves the country a rich legacy. During his reign, the population of Luxembourg grew from 400,000 to almost 700,000 people. That is a true success for a small European state. The abdication ceremony will begin on the 3rd of October at 10 o'clock in the morning in the Grand Ducal Palace. It will be a solemn and emotional moment, officially marking the end of Henri's era. Just 1 hour later, at 11 o'clock, Guillaume will be proclaimed the new Grand Duke in the Chamber of Deputies. Formal speeches, the flashes of photographers, and the unique atmosphere of the moment when the country receives a new sovereign. At 12:15, the residents and guests of Luxembourg will see the new Grand Ducal family on the palace balcony. Guillaume and his wife Stephanie will greet the gathered crowd, perhaps together with their sons Charles and Francois, symbolizing continuity and the future of the monarchy. This will be a moment that undoubtedly enters the history of the country and stays in the memory of those who witness it. This historic celebration will end on the 5th of October with a solemn Te Deum Mass in the Cathedral of Notre Dame, conducted by Cardinal Jean-Claude Hollerich. This religious ritual will serve as a spiritual blessing for the beginning of the new reign and as the symbolic closing of 3 days of festivities. It is interesting to recall that at the accession of Henri and Maria Theresa, it was planned to invite all the hereditary princes and princesses of Europe. Back then, one could see at the events the then Prince Felipe, Frederick of Denmark, Willem Alexander of the Netherlands, and Prince Haakon of Norway, who appeared for the first time at a royal occasion with his fiancée Mette Marit. The situation today is different. Most heirs to European thrones are still very young and focused on their education. Princess Leonor of Spain, Christian of Denmark, Elizabeth of Belgium, and Amalia of the Netherlands. It still remains a mystery whether Guillaume and Stephanie plan to organize gatherings for their royal colleagues. And what about the Grand Ducal couple after the abdication? In an interview with the French magazine Paris Match, Henri and Maria Theresa spoke about their plans for a golden retirement. They emphasized that they want to step away from public life and allow the new Grand Dukes to take the central stage. The former ruler pointed out that a country can only have one monarch, so he has no intention of interfering with his son and wishes to give him complete freedom in governing. Maria, born in Cuba, intends to continue her active work in the field of charity, especially through her foundation's projects connected with education and support for vulnerable groups of society. Henri, known for his dedication to protecting nature, plans to devote more time to ecological initiatives and to play a more active role in the work of the International Olympic Committee. The couple also want to give special attention to spending time together. They dream of traveling by car around Europe and even taking motorcycle routes in the Himalayas. Maria Theresa also intends to visit their children more often and to devote more time to their grandchildren, stressing that they would like to pass on their accumulated experience to the younger generation. After the abdication, the couple will move from the official residence, Berg Castle, back to Fischbach, where their 5 children were once raised and where the heirs now live. Henri plans, just as his father once did, to take the wheel again and travel around the country incognito, meeting people without the limits of protocol. Music also plays an important role in their lives. They plan to enjoy it together and also to renew ties with old friends whom they could not always see. The former monarch admits that a quieter life away from the bustle of the palace does not frighten him. He has always felt comfortable in solitude, and it is reading or music that bring him true happiness. So what does this historic event mean for the monarchy of Luxembourg and for Europe as a whole? It is not just a formal transfer of power, it is a symbol of a healthy and evolving monarchy that adapts to the modern world. Voluntary abdication is becoming an increasingly common practice among European monarchs who recognize the importance of passing on power to the younger generation at the right moment. It is also proof that monarchy as an institution can be not only a tribute to tradition, but also a dynamic system of governance capable of renewal. This event will be closely followed not only by the people of Luxembourg, but also by everyone interested in European royal houses. And of course, we will definitely tell you all the details of this historic moment. Stay tuned for our publications, and you will not miss a single detail of the abdication of Grand Duke Henri and the accession of Guillaume and Stephanie to the throne.